Jean-Jacques Haydel Jr., co-owner of this plantation from 1820 to 1840, he was bankrupt in the 1830s. His brother and partner, Marcelin Haydel, the husband of Marie Azili Haydel, the last owner, died in 1839. November 1839. But before that, he sued his brother. He was not happy about the management of his older brother. They were going bankrupt, and he won the case before the judge, who decided the partition of the plantation in February 1839. But he died in November, and in January 1840. The plantation was auctioned, and Marie Azili Haydel, the widow of Marcelin Haydel, bought it and owned it by herself. Jean-Jacques Haydel owned 2/3 of the people who were enslaved here and 2/3 of the land. He decided to sell them to pay his debts. He walked them down to New Orleans. It was 62 adults listed with 9 children. 9 children listed with their mothers. Most of them young, able, and with skills, and very expensive, but also very old. Some people who are old. If you reach the age of 50, for enslaved people, you are done, you know. You are done. This is little Jim, 50 years, African. Marianne, 56 years old, of the Congo nation. These are the last Africans on this plantation, including Vieux Gabriel, and among them was a lady, 30 years old, American. That means she came from the East Coast. She was a field hand and listed with 5 children. They were sold like a package for $2,650. Excuse me. But there's here a lady of just 25 years old. Her name was Siri, and sold just for $105. Why? Come on, madam. You hired. This is Siri, 25 years old. What is it?
Oh yes, of course. She was
This is what? Mentally retarded. She was described as the idiot. Thank you for your good eyes. Yeah. But someone bought her. She may be mentally unbalanced, but she could be used for something else. I mean, how do they call it? Slave breeding? Was not a myth on this plantation. These people were just like caused as animals. Racism was built to justify the enslavement of these people. But you know, racism stops somewhere. Racism does not go below the belt. You see what I'm talking about? That's how Victor Haydel was born. His father was one of the masters, a member of the master's family. Victor Haydel was the great-grandfather of Sybil Haydel, the very first black lady of New Orleans, when her husband was elected mayor of New Orleans in 1978. Her son, Mark Morial, became the 3rd black mayor of New Orleans, and now the president and CEO of the Urban League that monitors the state of black people in the United States. What an achievement for people who came out of empty-handed from slavery. The only thing they had, their skills. They did not own any land. But you know, they fought to get to that level. But unfortunately, it is not all the black people who were able to make it. The vast majority are like kept into dire poverty, but schools, violence related to drugs and whatever, you know, poverty is the best bed for all these kind of things. Mass incarceration. We talk a lot about Angola prison. Maybe Parchman Farm is still there in Mississippi. And that's why this museum was not just built to get you over here and tell you about the horrors of slavery. This is a place of call to action, like you say. And we want all of you to become missionaries when you leave this plantation and go to your own communities. Please check the curriculum and see what is being taught to your children and grandchildren. Because this country can make it if you have a critical mass of people who understand and decide to do something. Things will change. Right now you have vagabonds in power who wouldn't allow you to get to reparations because they are ignorant, and whenever they hear about reparation, they think about money. You have money. Money is not a problem with this country, you know. You bailed out the whole world after World War II. Not only the children of America participated to the liberation of the world, fighting totalitarianism and Nazism, you did not stop over there. You rebuilt the world economy with the Marshall Plan. And that money went all the way to Senegal because we were a French colony. It built ports and airports, roads. The problem of America is not money. The problem is that you still have a lot of hidden knowledge, a lot of forbidden knowledge, and a lot of ignorant people. And the key word here is education. Yeah. But you know, these people who don't understand anything, you know, would not even allow you to get useful thing into the curriculum. I heard that the new governor of Louisiana, Jeff Landry, said that he did not want to have the children indoctrinated. But what people are trying to do is just to educate people, not indoctrination. No. I hope he'll come here. Years ago, I had Billy Nungas, how do you call it, the lieutenant governor. I took him on a tour of about 2 hours. It was in the middle of the summer. I took all my time. I didn't sweat very well. And at the end of the tour, he went back to Baton Rouge and sent me a very nice letter. I can show it to you. And a few weeks later, who was here? John Bell Edwards and his beautiful wife, his staff. And I also took him on a tour. This time for more 2 hours in the summer. I've been sweat very well, and at the end I told him, you know, Governor, you know what to do now. You do something. Do the right thing. I don't know if he did it or not. Yeah, go ahead.
I was wondering what was the last, what was the latest that people were brought from the East Coast to this plantation? Like
Until the Civil War.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
My third great grandmother came from Maryland. We have a record of her on the boat, though, coming down to Louisiana.
I'm sure you can find her.
Yeah.
If you saw her on that boat, if you do serious research, you will hire a good genealogy, you will find.
Yeah.
And you would meet them today.
Yeah.
You would meet people.
Yeah.
One right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this Mr. Lee, we'll talk this afternoon.
Her name was Emma.
Okay. So, do you have any question? I know that we have to be done by noon.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next.
Yeah, but you stress education, but for many years we've been getting miseducation.
Yeah.
So how do you, if you don't know any better, and they teaching you this all your life, so it's miseducation we've gotten in, huh?
I know.
We got education, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I know. We have the same problem in